It happened when a suspect got out of jail over the weekend.
Butler County officials say the man who was charged was released after a phone call from Area 1 Judge Robert Lyons. And they accused Lyons of not following state law, which requires a hearing. Local 12's Larry Davis is live in Hamilton with why some are alarmed now about how this case is being handled. Larry?
Hi, Rob. Well, the county prosecutor says what we had here, was a potentially deadly cocktail. A retired sheriff's deputy with firearms experience, alcohol, and a domestic violence case with his wife, who is also a retired sheriff's deputy. But the defendant was released without a bond hearing before a judge, and that has a lot of people here crying foul. Earlier today, there was a motion filed to revoke the bond for retired Butler County Sheriff's Lieutenant Michael Smith. He was arrested Saturday after his wife claimed he threatened her at their Trenton home.
The victim's concern was that he was going to be released, still be under the influence of alcohol, and kill her, blaming her for causing his arrest.
Butler County Prosecutor Mike Moser says 2 hours after Smith's arrest, he was released on his own recognizance and given a stay-away order. Moser says this came about after Smith's attorney John Fox, an associate at Area 1 Court Judge Robert Lyons' law firm, called Lyons. The judge then called the jail and ordered Smith to be released.
And those are factors that concern me, especially when we have area court judges who are part-time in practice and part-time as judges, with associates that are doing the same type of work that the judge also does.
Moser says Amy's Law, named after Liberty Township domestic violence victim Amy Rizos, requires a bond hearing for domestic violence offenders to appear before a judge. In this case, the judge placed a phone call and Smith was released. Later, Judge Lyons recused himself from the case, citing a conflict of interest with Smith's attorney.
And of course, my concern in those situations is if it was a conflict after, would it not be a conflict before the order granting the OR bond? To me, there's a conflict across the board.
And Rob, Moser says that Michael Smith still had alcohol on his breath, his eyes were bloodshot, and his hands were shaking at the time he was released from jail here at the Butler County Sheriff's Office. Now, the Sheriff Richard Jones notified his former employee, Mrs. Smith, about the fact that her husband was being released from jail to give her time to prepare for his release. Now, no word at this hour as to whether or not Michael Smith has been rearrested after Prosecutor Moser issued that motion to revoke his bond today. Live in Hamilton, Larry Davis, Local 12 News. Rob, back to you.
So one question, if it's illegal, then how did it happen? Why did someone permit him to leave if it's against the law, despite what the judge ordered?
Well, basically, what they tell me here at the jail is that when the judge makes an order, they have to comply by it. No ifs, ands, or buts. And kind of brings up the question, too, that if you know somebody's being released from jail who might have alcohol in their breath and might still be in an angry state of mind, whether something can be done. But the bottom line is we're told that basically what the judge orders is to take hold. And, again, no questions asked, basically.
Yeah. All right, Larry, thanks very much. Let us know as this story moves forward.